If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs.
Green definitely works for goblins and warlocks, so here's a green goblin warlock. Ruthless Gladiators Felweave Amis, Stormwind Orgrimmar. This is from the Cata PvP vendor, 3 marks of honor to get the shoulders. Next up, we're going to show you the chest, which you really can't see behind that tabard, which we'll get to in a bit, but it's very easy to get. Ghostweave vest, vanilla level tailoring, or check your local tailor or your local auction house. Moving on, Undead Lady showing the belt, Malevolent Gladiators Cord of Accuracy if you accurately want to get the right one. Mop PvP vendor, 1 mark of honor to get that old Mop PvP belt. Next up, the legs, which are the Ghostweave pants, part of the same crafted set from vanilla as the chest, so that's pretty simple to get as well. And we're gonna go on and show you got a human dude showing defeat. Ruthless Gladiators, Treads of Alacrity, which of course is from Stormwind Orgrimmar, that's the Cata PvP vendor. The hands, Ruthless Gladiators. So you see a trend here, a little bit of Cata, a little bit of vanilla, and a couple of other things mixed in between. The back, Dreadlord's Tattered Wing Cover, which is Tichondrius, the raid that has Tichondrius, a rogue version. And the tabard is the Dueler's Tabard, which of course is 50 wins on duels in the Dueler's Guild. The hood is LFR, Dragon Soul, Warmaster Blackthorn, so that's easy to pick up. And the weapon is your WAD PvP vendor, 5 marks of honor to get the staff. This set could also work for priest of some kind, or even a mage, and I think it works best with a warlock though. Throne of Thunder, Duramu the Forgotten, already forgot his name, Chillblain Shoulders, so 5% on the drop rate. I think you could also buy those from the Shadowpan Quartermaster, not 100% sure though. The Silver Thread Armor is at a Scarlet Monastery to get the chest, or you can buy it on the auction house. We have a dark iron dwarf showing you the belt, Throne of Thunder, various mobs, kill them all to get the green jeweled belt, Abandoned Zandalari Fire Cord it's called. And the legs, part of the same tier set from vanilla, the Silver Thread Pants, Scarlet Monastery. This piece you can pick up on the auction house. I believe you could also get the chest on the auction house. I didn't put that in there. Got a lady human showing you the Sandals of Arcane Fury from Throne of Thunder. Flaming Heads drop these boots, so it's 5% on each head, so it's like about a 15% drop rate. Looking at the hands, Crystal Claw Gloves, Throne of Thunder, Duramu the Forgotten. Keep forgetting his name, 8% on the drop rate. Moving on, we're going to show you an orc who's going to give you the back Waycrest Guard's Cloak. Drusvar, it's a World Quest cash reward. For Alliance, I think there's a lookalike for the Horde though. The head is a quest reward, so that's pretty easy to get at a Legion. And the weapon, straight out of Blackrock Foundry from Blackhand himself, 14% drop rate. If you're trying to read these shoulders, it says Fel Warlock in like 14 different languages. This drops from Mythic Blackrock Foundry, Shadow Council's Mantle. Very Gul'dan-like. Moving on, we are going to show you the chest, Robe of the Waking Nightmare. This drops from Icecrown Citadel, normal 25-man cache of the Dreamwalker. Good drop rate. So we have 2 pieces with some pretty good drop rates. We have a human warlock showing you the belt, Strife Riddled Cinch, Tomb Sargeras, Mythic Maiden of Vigilance. Decent drop rate, 5%. Moving on, we're going to show you, come on, next one, here we go. The feet, Vindicator's Soft Soul Slippers, Blood Mist Isle, but you could go with anything that's kind of a dark green. That's a quest reward, Alliance only, but check the link in the description for lookalikes. The hands, Firecaller's Hand Rabs, Battle of Dazalahar. As you can see, Anathos, the Firecaller, kind of a fair drop rate on those kind of dark green gloves. The back, which we get out of the eye from Kalthas Sunstrider, 22% drop rate, classic looking cloak from Burning Crusade. And the head, Malevolent Gladiators Felweave Cowl, always like that piece, Mop PvP vendor, 3 marks of honor to pick up the headpiece from Mop. And last but not least, the staff, which really ties everything nicely. You get it from the Cata PvP vendor, which is either Stormwind or Orgrimmar, depending on your faction. 5 marks of honor. This set says, yeah, I'm a Warlock, fear me. The Shoulders, Conquerors, Deathbringer, Shoulder Pads, Ulduar, Yogg-Saron is the boss. 40% is the drop rate. Great drop rate for those shoulders. The chest piece is from Warlords of Draenor the Fun. Blackrock Foundry is the place. Flamebender, Kagraz, 14%. Shadow Council's Robes. Moving on, the belt is the Court of Blossoming Petals. The Burning Throne, Heroic, Essence of Eonar. Kind of a fair drop rate on the belt, but it says Warlock to me. Anyway, moving on, the feet, Vindicator's Soft Soul Slippers, Blood Missile. That's an Alliance-only piece, but you could easily substitute that. That's not too hard. And the hands are straight out of Ulduar, Conqueror's Deathbringer Gloves, part of the same tier set as the shoulders. Cache of Innovation, 10% on the drop rate. Now we're going to show you the back, which is the Frost Guard Drape, Wrath of the Lich King level tailoring. Check your Wrath tailor, or you can just buy it on the auction house, and quite a few lookalikes on that cape, by the way. And the headpiece, Void Heart Crown, Karazhan, the BC version, last boss, Prince Malchazar, 29%. Is the drop rate. And no, if you happen to summon them out of a portal, it doesn't drop it. Just letting you know. And the last piece, the weapon at Hellfire Citadel. Fair drop rate for the staff. This set is a bit vanilla and a bit mop. We're going to start off with mop. Malevolent Gladiators, Fellweave Amos. Mop PvP vendor, 3 marks of honor. You could also craft it if you have the recipe as a tailor, or buy it on the auction house. Same would be said for the belt. We'll get to that in a second. First, the Nemesis Rogue. Rogue. Are they other kind of rogues? Nemesis Robes, Blackwing Lair. Nefarian drops it. Moving on to the belt, as I said, Malevolent Gladiators Court of Accuracy, Mop PvP vendor. 1 mark of honor. You can craft it if you're a tailor, buy it on the auction house as well. And the next piece up is the back, the Diabolic Shroud. Tomb of Sargeras, Mythic version, Engine of Souls. Kind of a fair drop rate to pick up the back. Now, we're going to stick with the undead and show you the feet, which you really can't see on them. Shadow Moon Treads. Drops from your garrison. The War Mill, Dwarven Bunker, 50 Iron Horde Scraps to pick up the Shadow Moon blah 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 feet. The hands, Nemesis Gloves, Blackwing Lair. Ebon Rock is the boss, 10% on the drop rate for the hands, part of the same tier set as the head, I believe, and the robe. Speaking of the head, Nemesis Skull Cover, Blackwing Lair, Nefarian is the boss, 14% on the drop rate. And the offhand, Engine Stoker's Lantern, Black Rock Foundry, 14% on the drop rate. And the weapon is straight out of Heimel, Korra is the boss, and about a 14% drop rate. This is for all those scuba diving warlocks out there. Yeah, I even though it's got that kind of squid face, I like it. I really do. Fallen Avengers Amos, a Burning Throne Heroic, Agramar is the boss. Kind of a low drop rate to get those shoulders from Legion. The chest is going to spin you to Burning Crusade, Magtheridon's Lair. Drops from Magtheridon. He's the only boss there. He drops a lot of great stuff. 62% on the drop rate for the Burning Crusade tier robe. The belt, Tyrannical Gladiators Court of Accuracy. Mop PvP vendor, if you're Horde, it's going to be a little bit red, so you probably have to find a substitute. 1 mark of honor if you're Alliance to buy it. Moving on to the feet, Replica, Devout Sandals, Dark Moon Fair. Baron, he's a vendor, he's a dwarf, give him a beer. And 25 Dark Moon tickets, plus 30 is 55 Dark Moon tickets for purple boots, which of course are awesome. The head, Smartly Plumbed Cape, great name. Freehold, Mythic, Harlan, Sweet. 5% on the drop rate as we do the spin there. And the hands are the Gloves of Abhorrent Strategies, Burning Throne, Heroic, Fellseeker Ritualist drop it. So a lot of NPCs drop it, but low drop rate for them, so it's kind of a fair drop rate. The back, Arcanine Death Shroud, a lot of lookalikes here. This is from a BC dungeon. The offhand is Black Rock Foundry Heroic. Operator Thogar, 15% on the drop rate. For the offhand, and the weapon, of course, is from Hellfire Citadel Heroic. Still listening up and until now, I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll close out by saying what I always say: whatever it is by you, whether it is morning, afternoon, or night, make your day